And they have Chris Pendleton going for them against a freshman from Missouri, Ben Askren. We asked Chris Pendleton, what's the difference between confidence and arrogance?
The difference between confidence and arrogance is really small, because some of the most arrogant people I know are some of the most confident people I know. And I'm not saying being arrogant might not be a bad thing. I try to stay humble, and I have a good support system around me.
So Chris Pendleton, the last hope for the Cowboys, against Ben Askren, the freshman from Missouri. This is a repeat of the Big 12 Finals, won by Askren.
Won by Askren, but the way Pendleton's been working in this tournament, he's making a bid for Outstanding Wrestler, Jeff.
I concur. You know, he's got 2 falls and a 14-3 decision. He has been dominant, but Askren has been a huge surprise, and that's why. He is roly-poly, a little bit unorthodox, and he's fearless. He's a freshman. He doesn't know better.
Yeah, you're exactly right. He's a guy that doesn't know any better. He's not undone by anything. He gets rid of distractions, too. But right there, he couldn't get rid of the distraction of Pendleton getting the takedown and getting the count, it looks like.
Two for the takedown, 2 for the near fall. A 4-0 advantage for Pendleton.
Pendleton split Askren's legs. Whenever you split your opponent's legs with your own leg or arm, good things can happen. You control the hips, you can rotate them to your back.
When you come out like that in the first period in the national finals, you already have something going for you as Outstanding Wrestler. You didn't hurt your chances for votes.
Now we'll see what kind of an effect that has on Askren. Tried to step over Pendleton. That's what got him in trouble in the first place. Here he's reaching back. Another no-no to most wrestlers.
Well, and he's not afraid to try anything. And sometimes when you have an attitude like Askren, the best wrestler doesn't always win. It's the wrestler that gets rid of distractions and says, I'm not going to be undone by anything. I think that's Ben Askren. Look at that.
He had
he's going to have one.
For a second. Yeah, he should have one.
What he's going to do is going to stand up and pull him back on if he can.
One, neutral up.
Heard the call. 1 point for that escape, 4-1, and crowd kind of wanting maybe a flee the mat call there because Pendleton was moving out, but he had no other direction to go.
Nice shot by Askren. Look what he did. He changed, got his hips underneath him, but what Pendleton's doing is keeping his head stuffed down. Askren's head stuffed down, and Askren's not going to be able to improve himself as Pendleton keeps knocking him off his base there.
First line of defense is keep your opponent's head down, and that's what he's doing a good job of here. If you're looking at the mat, you really don't have your head up. You're not in a lifting position. Now he's got the ankle, too. Look for this to go to stalemate. Oh, Pendleton now turning a corner. Good leverage for Pendleton now.
Stalemate, neutral.
Referee feeling neither wrestler could improve position.
Green and red.
Three times these wrestlers have met each other this year. 4 times. And Askren losing the first 3. But as Dave said, Askren winning the Big 12 championships 9-7. But here,
cradle. Pendleton has a cradle. This could be dangerous for Askren. He could put him on his back, but time runs out.
Jack Roberson of Iowa State, Cliff Moore of Iowa, Jesse Jansen of Harvard, Matt Gentry of Stanford, and Troy Letters of Lehigh, who upset Tyrone Lewis of Oklahoma State. Zach Esposito of Oklahoma State also losing here today. So Chris Pendleton, the last hope for the Cowboys to win an individual championship.
And every move Chris Pendleton has made so far indicates that he plans on being that OSU champion. He's done a great job so far, Jeff.
He said the Big 12 loss to Askren was a wake-up call, and he has wrestled as though he has recommitted that confidence, that arrogance he spoke of. He is a confident man right now, and everything he has tried, he has done very well. A good game plan.
shot, but he went straight on. He got squared up. He didn't get to the side soon enough, and there's Pendleton with the head stuffed down again.
Wants to keep it underneath. Right now it's between his legs.
Hips off on the mat now. Everything not the way Askren wants in any kind of finish.
You can't lift when you're laying flat. That's called being extended in wrestling, and that's always what you want to do to your opponent, is extended.
Chris Pendleton last year lost in the quarterfinals of the NCAA tournament, and he calls it his most embarrassing moment in wrestling. Looking to atone for that here against Ben Askren tonight.
Askren's had a couple of good shots, but he hasn't been able to finish them. You got to keep moving. You got to move in a circle, find the angles, and keep the hips in and lift, Jeff.
And what you said about having his head stuffed down, that is what Pendleton has done a brilliant job of here again. The head is down. It is tough to score. Tough to score.
Keep wrestling.
Pendleton dropping in on that. Askren's leg there, and here, head up.
Nothing, 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 nothing. Nothing.
Good stalemate here.
Easy up, guys. Easy up. You want entry time?
John Smith hoping that Pendleton can give him one individual champion anyway. And medical timeout here for Chris Pendleton. 13 seconds remaining in the second period.
A score here would be huge for either wrestler. Askren's going to have to become desperate.
Time!
So Pendleton will take a 6-point lead into the final period. Coming up Sunday, ESPN has a potential playoff preview. Yao Ming and Steve Francis lead the Houston Rockets against Chris Webber and the Sacramento Kings. The Rockets Kings also available in high definition on ESPN HD. The NBA on ESPN tomorrow at 7:30 Eastern.
Hey, Jeff, how would a 7'5" guy like Yao Ming do in this sport?
Well, I'll tell you, if you know how to use your body, anybody can wrestle.
You know, one of the tallest wrestlers is in Pendleton's corner. Mark Branch, a two-time NCAA champion, and one of the taller wrestlers I've seen that's won the championship. And there he is in the corner of Pendleton right now.
We'll see a pretty tall guy in heavyweights tonight, Tommy Rollins of Ohio State.
You learn how to make your body work. You find ways to create leverage with what God gave you. And that's why we say anybody can wrestle.
Look how much taller Mark Branch is than John Smith right there. It looks like me next to Dave.
Askren with a reversal now.
He's got 2 on you.
9-4 the score.
See, that's the thing about Askren. I mean, he has been out-maneuvered tonight, out-wrestled, but he's not undone by it, Jeff.
He only just keeps moving forward. He doesn't get down on himself. That's a great quality in an athlete. But he needs a lot of points right now, 5.
He has accomplished so much, though, as a freshman, hasn't he? I mean, this kid came from nowhere. He was a kid who grew up in Wisconsin. His dad bought him a wrestling mat, and he liked it so much they went out and bought another and invited the whole neighborhood.
Then he became a two-time Wisconsin state champion. He comes to Missouri, and I'm telling you, he came in tonight expecting to win.
One round escape, both up.
10-4. Here's where you need that big move, something to put him on his back, get a chance for a fall. And that kind of a double isn't going to get it done. Maybe something upper body, inside trip. Pendleton, what a great competitor. What a way to finish off his career. He's only a junior this season. He's still got another year.
Nothing, 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 nothing.
Mike Allen, the referee, saying nothing and time's out.
Time's out, and Chris Pendleton is a champion. So Chris Pendleton feeling the pressure. John Smith, his coach, and the Oklahoma State faithful, knowing they had wrapped up the team championship, but Pendleton was the last hope for an individual title, and he comes through in the 174-pound weight class.